Welcome back to XRP News with your host, Crypto Spartacus. Now, before we dive into this Russian article about crypto, we are going to jump onto the BitUnix site, in which it is offering explicit, very good deals at the moment, up to $5,500 worth of newbie benefits. It's a platform that I always use and I highly recommend. It's got a massive following, 1.3 million users globally, and $200 million traded every 24 hours. So it's no small fry. It's a very, very good system. Very easy to sign up. There's a link below the video, and I highly recommend you check it out. So let's dive into this. Well, first of all, thanks everyone for subscribing and smashing the thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. It's very, very interesting in my eyes about the XRP because it's a hidden gem which no one really talks about as to why. They talk about bubbles and charts which are relevant to the bigger picture. So Russia is about to try using crypto to get around sanctions. So we got Mr. Famous Vladimir Putin. Very, very smart guy worth $200 billion plus. And I do think he knows the digital currency is with us right now, and he's trying to work out the best way to get into the system. So Russia will start trialing cross-border payments using crypto next week, and XRP is on the cards. Recent statements from senior Russian ledgers suggest the law's purpose is to use crypto to counter sanctions. So they're targeting it in the sanctions counter. And the law hands power to Russia's central banks to oversee an experiment regime. Russia will begin trialing cross-border crypto payments next week in an effort to circumvent, I can never get that word right, but that's okay, international sanctions. But this effort may not work. Several policy and legal experts told CoinDesk. But the experts, in my eyes, regardless of how long they've been doing their job, are very, very close to just beginners. Legalization passed at the end of July and swiftly signed into law by President Vladimir Putin. Does not lift an existing ban on using cryptocurrencies legal tender for regular payments within Russia, but instead allows cross-border payments with crypto, so Ripple, XRP. How the law will allow such payments remain unclear because the legislation doesn't specify rules such transactions. Instead, it hands power to Russia's central bank to oversee an experimental regime, experts said. Russia's economy has been hit hard by a suit of sanctions imposed by the US and other nations following its invasion of Ukraine. So, yeah, once again, the US are battling Russia, SEC is battling XRP. So they don't like people who are winning. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, it's faced 16,500 sanctions from the US, UK, European Union, Australia, Canada, and Japan. It's absurd. The passing of these bills by the Russian government signals a continuation of Russia's evolving strategy to circumvent Western sanctions. Blockchain analysts firm Chainalysis, the director of investigations, Valerie Kennedy, told CoinDesk, the EU said about half of Russia's total foreign currency reserves were 300 billion euros, 332 billion USD, if you like, including 70% of the assets of the Russian banking system were frozen. Why are they freezing these? The Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, or like SWIFT. It has been difficult for Russia to avoid the US dollar and euro via the SWIFT system, so they're looking for ways to go around it. So they're looking at cross-border payments with the crypto digital currency, which has created increasing risk of secondary sanctions, she's added. Secondary sanctions are penalties designed to prevent any third party from trading with sanctioned nation. What a load of bollocks. But what the law says, some details have emerged in the days leading up to September 1st, the implementation of the law. CoinDesk viewed a copy of the law using Google Translate. It said during the circulation of digital currency in the Russian Federation, special regulation may be established by the experimental legal program. That regime is still in the works before finalizing it. The central bank will consider proposals and suggestions from the domestic stakeholders. Some players, including us. Who are us? The article writer, I think, maybe, have already come with our own proposals, said so it's Antti Danilevsky, founder and the CEO of Kik Ecosystem, a one-stop shop for crypto, who had been closely engaging with regulators. The central bank will decide if it fits with their view. They are moving very fast, so it won't take much time. Bloomberg reported that Russia is planning to use a national payment card system for swapping between rubles and cryptocurrency. So this is very big news when testing payments. The system was chosen because it already featured infrastructure for functions like interbank settlements and is fully regulated by the central bank. If the trials are successful, Russia may allow Moscow Exchange and St. Petersburg Currency Exchange to set up crypto platforms next year, the reporter added. Ivan Chapronov, an associate professor of the Research Center of Private Law in Moscow, said the regime's exact parameters are not clear because none have been published yet, but the central bank will likely publish some guidance in the coming weeks. So this is very exciting stuff. The law also appears to let the central bank change how it oversees these trials at any time. The legislation said the provisions may exclude or change parts of the federal law in relation to transactions with digital currency made in the implementation of foreign trade activities through an authorized organization. The regime is more flexible. There's a more flexible one because it's just the central bank who will approve it, who will be approving it, said Chapronov. Whether they will have just one exchange, what currencies would be traded, how participants would get trading access is still a big unknown. But that's okay. We live a very unknown society in a known world. No one really knows what's going on. Nor does the law clearly specify that rules now apply to crypto entities or businesses wanting to deal in crypto, because the central bank will determine which companies will participate in the experiment. While the law doesn't specify what its exact purpose is, recent statements from senior leaders pointed towards using crypto to counter sanctions. So cryptos is in the door. Russia is excited, and when they find out about XRP, they will be beyond the moon, and they will be all in, like Japan has already seen, the technological advanced country in the world, the best, number one. They know what's going on. They see the hidden gem. They are very smart. So once again, all the massive banks and institutions do not want retail investors to have or hold XRP, as it weakens their control. If you sell XRP other than being a professional trader would be doing day trading predominantly. You will miss out the massive upside in the future years when the trade adoption and scale hits the XRP system and utility rails. I swear by it. So now I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Subscribe and smash the thumbs up button. As always, this is not financial advice. Be sure to put your pieces of puzzle together to get the clear picture of the XRP genius. And that is all from Crypto Spartacus. Over and out.